Hey family, I just wanted to upload a quick word that I feel like has been downloaded that I want to share, because if I don't do it immediately anymore, I'll lose it. I think that Abba, Father, wanted me to share this with y'all. Let's talk in the United States of baloney. Excuse my sense of humor if that offends anybody. United States of Babylonia, United States of the Americas, United States of the New World that had been discovered thousands of years ago. Well, in 1492, yeah, whatever. I forget when the colonists, known as the Spaniards, discovered the Americas. What this so-called nation, or country, I call it C-U-N-T-R-Y, excuse my sense of humor if that offends anybody. I think all countries are cunts, because really, we're all in this together. Mom, we're all on Mama Earth's spinning blue sphere in outer space. Let's think about it. It's kind of ridiculous to claim property over any kind of material matter. It's only property is based on fear, the right to property. This is mine. Because you're scared. Yeah, of course. That's the first thing a baby child would do too, only because they're scared, but they don't know yet that fear is where faith begins. We cling to material because we're afraid that we're animals too. We're half animal, half children of God, half supernatural beings from outer space, from the stars that everything came from. So let's really talk about how the false idols have cropped up in these Americas, namely Mammon, M-A-M-M-O-N, the false idol, God or deity figure that has been paganized now for a long time, probably beginning with Genghis Khan, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong if he was not the first inventor of money, the inventor of something that would control the masses through fear and cut their necks immediately. Capital punishment was the immediate consequence of any kind of counterfeit producers of paper money. Why do you think that is? Of course, control the masses. Money was invented to control through fear, not to liberate humanity. The reason why Christ said it's harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven within you, and then which we are to then manifest out in this world. You see, to be co-creators of heaven on earth as it is in heaven. That's what God's been waiting for. That's what heaven is. Not an afterlife where you go to this nice place. The real challenge that Christ was challenging everyone who he spoke to, including his disciples, including the rich lawyers, came to him and asked him, well, how I've done all this, I've obeyed the commands, I've done all the thou shalt nots. You see, he didn't yet do the thou shalls that Christ was challenging to do, namely, thou shalt sell all you have and give it to the poor and come follow me. Let's see if you could do that. The man walked away in tears, crying because he knew he couldn't. That's what it means to lay down your cross and walk for Christ. In this country, it's okay apparently to be rich and go to church as long as you profess Jesus on your lips. It's okay to accumulate excessive wealth. It's not considered criminal. It's not considered sinful. Wealth, excessive material luxury and wealth, that's idolatry. That's idolatry. Ain't no different, ain't no less offensive in the eyes of God than any sexual immorality, than murder. Ain't no different in the eyes of God than any other form of wickedness or corruption. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it. I'm not here to condemn or persecute those who have accumulated excessive wealth or rich people, but I am here to challenge anyone who would oppose that truth or get mad at me for saying the truth. I'm here just to remind you all of what that man, Jesus the Nazarene, said thousands of years ago already. But it's very easy to pretend that he didn't, and that he was just, he didn't really mean what he... No, he meant it. Everything for everyone. Oh, we're not doing this at all. So I challenge anybody, myself included, to start sharing your property. I just gave away my hand drum that I loved and still love. And somebody sort of took it from me in a way, but I let it go, and I found it by coincidence by just driving to the library here in Winston-Salem, and I saw a man sitting on it at a church, and I stopped and talked to him. I think he was a homeless man sitting on it like a stool, and I was so happy to see that because I know it's going to go to good use. I stopped and talked to him about it. I said, yeah, you're welcome to drum on it. And he said, well, I'm a little too old, I don't have the energy for that, but I think he knows somebody else who could. And I was so happy to see that because I know that people are going to be making music now with that thing, and it's beautiful. It's from Indonesia. It's a djembe. That's from Bali, Indonesia. Where I got it at a shop by a man who was opened up a shop to do fair trade of all these indigenous hand-carved instruments, traded fairly, bought directly. And I love it. And I'm proud to say that here in Winston-Salem that thing could be passed around and shared as property and drummed down by anyone and everyone. Let's share it. Nobody claim ownership over it. If we don't start doing that, we're gonna suffer the consequences. We reap what we sow, babe. So that's all I got for now. All right, family. Love y'all.